My name is Nia Ananda, and today I want to take you into a world of magic and dreams. It's the story of a little puppet who wants to become a real boy. This is the story of Pinocchio. So, once upon a time, in a small village in Italy, there lived a kind old man named Geppetto. Geppetto was a wood carver. He didn't have much, but he had a warm heart. He lived alone and he wished he had a child. And one day he took a piece of wood and carefully carved a puppet. I'll make a special puppet, he said, and one that can dance, sing, and also smile. He gave the puppet arms and legs, a round face, a pointed nose, and a big cheerful smile. When he finished, he said, I will call you Pinocchio. And that night, as Capital went to sleep, something magical happened. A blue fairy appeared in the workshop. She looked at the puppet and said, This puppet has a kind heart. I will give him life. She waved her wand and whispered, Pinocchio, wake up! Be brave, be kind, and always tell the truth. Then one day you will become a real boy. Suddenly, Pinocchio opened his eye. He moved his arm, his leg, and smiled. Papa, he said softly. Geppetto waked up and was shocked. You can talk. You are alive. Tears filled Geppetto's eyes. You're like a son to me now. And Geppetto was so happy. He gave Pinocchio clothes, shoes, and also books. Go to school, he said. Learn new things. Be a good boy. Pinocchio walked to school, but on the way he met a fox and a cat. Where are you going, little puppet? They asked. To school, said Pinocchio proudly. School? Laughed the fox. Boring. Come with us instead. We'll take you to a place with fun, games, and candy. Pinocchio thought, school or fun? He chose fun. Later, the blue fairy appeared. Pinocchio, she asked gently, did you go to school? Pinocchio got nervous. He didn't want to disappoint her, so he said, yes, I did. Suddenly, his nose began to grow. Oh no, my nose is so long. The blue fairy shook her head. Pinocchio, every time you lie, your nose will grow. Pinocchio felt terrible. I'm sorry, I promise always to tell truth from now. She smiled gently and touched his nose. Pinocchio tried to do better, but sometimes it was hard. And one day, some boys invited him to a place called Pleasure Island. There's no school there, they say. You can play all day. Pinocchio was curious. He followed them. At first, it was really amazing. Games, candy, toys, and also music. But after a while, strange things began to happen. Boys were growing donkey ears and also long tails, and they started to bray like donkeys. Hee-haw! Pinocchio looked in the mirror. He had ears and a tail too. No, I don't want to be a donkey. He ran away, crying. Pinocchio returned to home, but Geppetto was gone. He searched everywhere and finally heard the news. Your father was looking for you, someone said. He went to the sea, but a giant whale swallowed him. Pinocchio was so. I must find him. He jumped into the ocean and swam. Wave after wave, splash after splash, then suddenly a huge whale appeared. It opened its mouth and swallowed him whole. Inside the whale, it was dark, cold, and also wet. Papa, he called out. Pinocchio, came a voice. It was Geppetto. They hugged tightly. I miss you, father. I miss you too, said Geppetto. But how do we escape? Pinocchio had an idea. He gathered wood and started a fire. The smoke made the whale cough. Achoo! The whale snatched them out. They lay safely in the sea. Together they swam home. And after that, the blue fairy returned. She smiled and said, Pinocchio, you were brave, kind, and also honest. Now you deserve a reward. She touched him with her wand, and suddenly Pinocchio felt different. He looked at his hands, and they were warm. He had a heartbeat. He was a real boy now. Geppetto cried with joy. My son, you are now real. They danced, laughed, and also hugged. From that day, Pinocchio was happy because he learned how to be a good boy. So what can we learn from Pinocchio? And for me is the first, always tell the truth and don't follow bad advice. And the last, be brave, honest, and kind. Because when you do good things will come to you. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoy the story. And remember, don't lie, or your nose might grow like Pinocchio.